At long last, it's finally here. Homeworld 3. I have been waiting for over 20 years to get a sequel to this series. That's longer than some of you guys have been alive. Does that make me old? Yes. But I don't care, because I have Homeworld 3. And soon you can too. This game is going to be officially released on May 13, so very, very soon. It so happens I have early access because this and several future videos are going to be sponsored by Gearbox Publishing, so I can show off the game for you, and of course a very big thank you to them for that. If you guys would like to learn more, there will be a link in the description down below, but of course you guys are here mostly to see some gameplay, so I say we jump right into it. Now, of course, we could play a quick skirmish in order to get a feel for the gameplay. We could even jump into the War Games mode we've seen on the channel before, which, by the way, seems harder than ever, unless I'm very much mistaken. But since I have several videos in my queue, why don't we go ahead and jump into the campaign, the big draw of this game. Of course, this does mean spoiler warning. For those of you guys who want to know absolutely nothing going into the campaign, this video may not be for you, but hopefully this could be a great introduction and help you make a decision about your purchase on May 13. So let's go ahead and start up a new campaign.
My name is Imogen Sajet. I am a scientist. Isaac Imogen. Private channel contact, you copy?
Read you clean and clear, Command. Status of your synth cores?
I have been taught that history moves like the tide. A slow, inexorable movement. That the surf crashing on the beaches of time is an illusion. A momentary expression of change. The cores feel good. Quantum conduit's green. It's their links with ship's power I'm less happy with.
Are you calling red?
Right now, that surf threatens everything I have ever known. On any other day I would.
Did not catch that. Repeat, are you calling red?
Yesterday, my work made sense. I had a place that I earned. No intel, I'm not. Startup should even out irregularities. The synthetic hyperspace cores I designed were perfect, and I was to begin training a team of navigators. They were going to usher in a new age for my people, freeing us from reliance on ancient, unfathomable progenitor technology. Today, they are a means to an end. Today, I am being called into service as the only possible navigator of the Hiigaran mothership. Karkushan. Standby for mothership, main sequence initialization. Here we go. Its sister ship, the Kar Sajuk, disappeared 20 years ago in a region of space known as the Anomaly, along with our original hyperspace cores and my mentor, Karen Sajet.
Only forward. Switching to open channels.
And now, I alone am left to solve the equation. I am declaring launch enabled. Cautiously. I will be bound into the Karkushan, merged with the ship in both body and mind. Will I even still be me after the procedure?
My boards match. I concur. Launch enabled. Powers internal.
There is no more time for training. No more time for preparation. We've been ordered to launch. My entire life has been study, analysis, planning. Today, the galaxy is burning. My name is Imogen Sajet. I am Fleet Command.
Well, that feels pretty familiar. It's always been the stories of the Homeworld games. Somebody has to be the navigator, controlling the great mothership that ultimately leads our fleet. Looks like the same thing is true here as well. God, this is beautiful. Look at this.
Standing by to begin calibration.
Alright, so unsurprisingly, looks like the first map is mostly going to be kind of a tutorial getting us introduced into some of the basic mechanics, moving from place to place, gathering resources, and getting introduced into some sort of a storyline. So, we're simply going to take the mothership, and I'm going to go ahead and direct it forward. Now, one of the things that's always been awesome about the Homeworld games, and what really helped define it in the early days, is three-dimensional space, right? Not everything is on some 2D plane. So if I click on this mothership and decide I want to start going up or down, we can totally do things like that. It added in a whole new dimension of warfare. Okay, we get our first resource controller. We'll go ahead and start automatically harvesting some nearby resources. RUs. Everything in this game is done with one resource unit kind of currency. But you're going to need a lot of it to build up a fleet.
Hiigaran Command. Resourcing issues resolved. Permission to test combat systems.
Granted.
A test for combat systems? Yes, please. Here comes some little drones we're going to have to shoot down. Alright, should automatically start shooting them since I'm set to an aggressive stance. Though what you could do with any sort of a fleet is simply control and drag a box in order to automatically target any of the enemies in that area, which is really great for kind of rapidly selecting a group of enemies you want to kill. Much better than individually targeting them.
Mothership hull turrets calibrated. Objective complete.
RUs flowing to support fabricators. Strike craft production is optimal as it's going to be until we get a full capacity production module.
Bring our recon squadron to full strength.
And it looks like now I can actually activate my fabricators and start building some recon craft. These are going to be very kind of lightweight scout crafts. Good for some very early combat, mostly for just kind of revealing more spaces on the map. There we go. First recon craft is away. So we should be able to follow some of our recon craft and see what they're going to be doing as they fly around trying to target some of these drones. Now, your craft do have to actually, like, maneuver in order to actually take on your enemies. So you're going to find them doing lots of strafing runs and stuff like that, right? Which is kind of cool. Again, it's a certain realism you don't get in a lot of RTS games, where a lot of the craft just sort of hovers in the air and shoots things. No, this game tries to focus a bit more on realism and tactics. And then, with those target dummies down, let's go ahead and dock up all of our fighters. Good if you want to keep them alive in the face of some overwhelming fire, also to get them repaired.
Hiigaran Karkushan. The mothership is continuing.
Karkushan, this is Hiigaran Command Actual. There's a situational update.
Oh good, situational updates. We call this plot.
Intelligence Officer Paktu.
Sir?
Consider this briefing to be under the Sunrise on Carrick protocols. There will be no more communication from Hiigaran, and you are to remain calm silent until mission completion.
Acknowledged.
We are in the middle of an unfolding crisis. No matter what you may have heard, I assure you, it's worse. The following events occurred simultaneously, across multiple major systems, adjacent to the anomaly region.
Sands and sinners.
We don't really know what happened to Karen and her fleet. Just that they disappeared, and the anomaly stopped spreading. Until now. We believe these events were deliberate attacks, and that they and the anomaly are linked.
Hyperspace has been weaponized.
Every simulation we've run results in the total collapse of galactic civilization.
This must be stopped. First, we need you to access Facility 315, where a prototype production module and supplies are in storage.
We have traced the gate power flow to the Noctua 27 system, which appears to be the focus of the anomaly.
You will make best speed to the Noctua 27 system. Is that understood?
Understood.
Until the protocols are lifted, nowhere is safe.
Are you certain?
Admiral out.
Sir. Confirmed, Hiigaran.
Sitchinsa, are you sure this is the optimal path? This ship is not ready. I'm not prepared.
Imogen, the galaxy is not the laboratory. Karen knew this, and it allowed her to succeed where other Sejets might have failed.
I'm not Lady Karen.
You must see in yourself what countless others do. My precious granddaughter.
Can you get us there?
Yes. Generating initial nav equations now. Hyperspace jump protocols initiated. Lowering damping fins. Funneling navigation construct to course. Course, spooling to speed. All hands, prepare for hyperspace jump. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Oh, now that is iconic right there. Good old-fashioned hyperspace travel.
I don't... This isn't... Where am I? Intel, this is Fleet Command. Please come in. Does anyone read me? Sans and sinners, how did I get here?
Okay, that's not foreboding at all.
Your vitals are spiking, Command. Are you still mission capable?
The jump, it wasn't what I anticipated. But the equation balanced out.
You have that right. It was by the numbers.
Numbers never lie. Hyperspace complete. Real space coordinates acquired.
Okay, I guess we are on mission. Let's go ahead and start by gathering some basic resources, and I guess explore.
We are currently in close proximity to the Unmanned Storage Facility 315, where we will load our production module. With this module on board, we will be able to conduct unlimited combat operations. We need to recon and establish a secure area of operations. Construct probes and deploy them at these marked locations.
Sure, that's fine. Never a bad idea. Go ahead and get some probes so you have a little bit of early scouting, just kind of a field of vision in a few key areas so no one sneaks up on you. Fun fact, by the way, unless you specifically tell the game not to do this, in between missions, whatever fleet you had before travels with you. So making good investments in a well-diversified fleet up front is going to serve you well in the campaign. Not a bad idea to train up some additional resource controllers as well. It's kind of like any other real-time strategy game, having decent workforces, giving you lots of resources that are going to give you a distinct advantage over your opponents. And we're going to need a lot of stuff, I can promise you that. Okay, that should take care of everything. Let's go ahead and scout out the area. Kind of a weird structure, isn't it? Apparently it has some sort of a combat module inside with which I can unlock my full potential, whatever that means. Of course, you all know that something is gonna go wrong. It wouldn't be the first proper mission if there weren't some sort of contention.
The mothership is in position. Transmitting activation codes now. The mothership's assets are in stable hibernation. Status, green. The station recognizes the Karkushan. Initiating transfer. She's all yours, engineering.
Confirm, Command. Transfer protocols going smoothly. Tracking is good.
Seems like a very large and impractical space structure for one giant fabrication pool.
Let's park this thing.
5 minutes until capture. Oh, good lord, this thing is extremely slow. Uh-oh. Like I said, it's contention time. Huh. So who are these guys exactly? I don't actually remember all of the factions from Homeworlds 1 and 2. It has been a very, very long time, obviously, since I played those games. Well, let's just go ahead and move my recon craft in position to defend the production facility. I'm pretty confident... Oh, the probe's about to get attacked. I'm pretty confident that my mothership can handle itself, but let's just go ahead and get a few extra recon craft just for the early advantage. But we probably should go ahead and engage. Alright, go forth, my recon craft. Deal with these guys. More enemy waves on the way. Okay. What we can do with my recon craft is actually set some formations, trying to balance out maneuverability and concentration of firepower. I find the X pattern to be a pretty decent all-rounder, so we'll try that, though there are reasons to do other types of formations depending on area of effect damage and so on. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and research the next type of strike craft, the Interceptor. A little bit slower, but obviously has a lot more firepower, intended to take out enemy fighters.
Have you identified the enemy yet, Intel?
I have. Confirmed aggressors are Kalan pirates.
Okay, so these guys are just pirates. Alright, well, I don't feel bad about not recognizing the faction if they're just a bunch of pirates. That's fine. There we go, easy enough. Now, my interceptors, I've actually researched an upgrade for these things. These guys are now going to be able to use the overcharge ability, boosting up their fire rate, but costing some armor temporarily. These kind of abilities are available for pretty much every type of ship in the game, and they can make a difference between life or death, but you have to manually activate them and use their timing very carefully.
Sensors quiet. All hostile units eliminated. Objective complete.
Intel, you may have spoken too soon. Capital class hyperspace signature detected.
Whoop. Okay, hold up. Enemy coming through, and it is going right in through the asteroid. I was actually wondering if that was a graphical glitch. No, that was intentional. Oh, that's kind of cool.
What they just did to that asteroid, it shouldn't be possible.
Really? Oh, okay. Maybe that's how they're weaponizing hyperspace. Dude, can you do that in the middle of like an enemy city or a planet? Oh. Okay, that would be a game changer.
Kalan pirate carrier in the AO. Defend the mothership.
All right, pirate carrier on the way. We're supposed to defend the mothership, but honestly, I like using an attack mothership. Let's go get them. I'm gonna go ahead and start relocating some probes and stuff. Fun fact, by the way, whether that's gonna be large constructions or asteroids, you can use cover to actually help protect some of your craft. So actually using the dark side of this asteroid in order to sneak up on an enemy, or at least draw them around so we don't take immediate fire, that's a legitimate tactic in Homeworld 3. Really cool idea. Alright, all enemy reinforcements taken care of. Just need to shoot down this carrier, which is gonna take a little while, unfortunately, but alright. We should try to micromanage a few of my ships, try to dock them up and keep them alive. That interceptor's a goner. Sorry, buddy. This does go to show, though, that strike crafts are not the best at taking down enemy capital ships. We're gonna need some capital ships of our own, for sure. Raider carrier is trying to run away. Not sure I'm gonna be able to stop that in time. Wish I had some bombers. Ah, got away! No!
Withdrawing. Typical. They're fleeing to lick their wounds. Like always.
Not worried about it. That counts as a victory. I'll take it. Anyway, we've got better fabrication modules now.
The mothership's production assets have been installed and are now operational. Engineering is working hard to integrate new production modules, but for now, current shipbuilding options remain limited. The Kalan raiders we encountered are the last remnants of a Taidani vassal state, so it's no surprise that they still hate us, that their carrier was an older, obsolete design.
Obsolete or not, hyperspacing through a solid object, that shouldn't be possible. How did they learn to do that?
We have to assume the worst. That whoever is orchestrating the hyperspace attacks and the anomaly are outfitting and enhancing these raiders to stop us. We need to get to the Noctua 27 system as fast as possible.
If we can access the Kessera Gate, I should be able to get us to our destination undetected.
Optimal strategy, Command. Well done. And I was impressed to see you getting a handle on combat. You had me worried after that first encounter.
I'm still struggling with it all. The losses. But I don't want to forget them.
May the burden remain.
Sorry?
It's an old Pactu saying. Even in victory, there is loss. Forget that is to forget them. May the burden remain.
May it remain. I'm plotting a course to cross the Great Boreal Sea in a single jump, setting quantum waveform damping fins to maximum. Stand by. Again?
Focus, child. Bend hyperspace to your desires.
This must be neural failure. Multi-reality personality reintegration.
Impose your will. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door!
Maybe don't open the door.
Focus, Imogen.
Ooh, I recognize this map. This was actually part of some of the early reveal trailers for the game. Beautiful.
Hyperspace complete.
Your vitals are spiking again, Command. Are you okay?
Yes, having a minor glitch in the navigation system, Intel. It keeps taking me by surprise, but I should be able to iron it out with the next jump.
Understood, Command. Keep me in the loop.
I like how seamless the missions seem to be so far. Like, you just kind of move directly from mission to mission without, like, some big loading screen. Just a bit of cinematics, and then boom, we're ready to go.
This gate wasn't shut down by the anomaly or random damage. It's been deliberately sabotaged.
3 gate control modules, or GCMs, have been disconnected. All 3 must be reconnected to charge the primer and ignite the gate.
Okay, yeah, that seems easy enough. We'll just go ahead and have some of these guys go harvest resources, and the other one can start trying to access this gate control module.
Recommend deploying strike craft to interface with the data spire immediately.
Data spire. Is it data spire? Well, I already was there, so I guess that's good. Captured. Well, what are we doing with the data spire? Oh, we get more intel. Oh, we get a lot of intel. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, I have a question, Miss Jet. So you're like submerged in water, right? Or some sort of a liquid for, you know, your control tank. Why does your hair not move? Why is it completely stationary where it seems that the rest of the water is able to move? How does that work? Okay, we're getting into the first of these gate control modules. Dropping off some sort of giant, I don't know, chip, controller, thing. Boom, got it. And the primer sequence starts for the gates. I think these are kind of like mass relays, you know, for much longer FTL travel. Now, we could rush the objectives right now. I'm not sure we want to do that, though. If it's safe, we should gather up resources, because I can take these to other missions, right? Oh, wait, but of course there are pirates here. How did I know there were gonna be pirates here? All right, so this place is not as safe as it seemed. Whoa, whole bunch more strike craft just appeared. Yeah, see, they're using the terrain to their advantage. They can hide down in here, but that means that they can ambush me. It means I can also use the terrain to my advantage, though, so let's keep that in mind. Oh, but it looks like they brought a frigate to the party. Okay, capital ships for these guys. Kind of, small ones.
Enemy missile frigate detected. Engage and destroy. I've fought these before. They can be deadly. Use terrain elements as cover.
Definitely something worth using the terrain to our advantage, because missiles can hit the terrain instead of their intended targets. So if you're very careful, you actually can sneak up on these guys and not take too much damage. Head-on attacks might be the dumb choice. We're gonna try it anyway, though. Let's see how well we can do. No big deal. We took care of that. Easy. What's this I can do with my mothership, by the way? Toggle the chassis orientation. Really? Can I have this thing be vertical like in Homeworld 1 and 2? Oh, we can? Oh, that's cool. That's actually really sweet. I was wondering why it was in a different orientation than from the first 2 games, but it's totally optional. I love it. We'll go ahead and swip back to horizontal, just because, you know, it's a new era. Now, one thing to note about Homeworld games, these are not twitchy RTS games, all right? You guys know what kind of things I'm talking about. It's always a little bit slower, takes a little bit more time to move around and kind of plan out your orders. You can do a tactical pause by hitting the P key like this, or I could just like hold it down and actually change like game speed. And that gives me a little bit more time to react and kind of plan out some orders and stuff like that, which is always gonna be nice. But yeah, expect you're in this for the long haul, all right? Space is vast, it takes a little time. But when the going gets tough, it's surprising how frantic it can get. God, this game actually is super duper pretty though, and I love the 3D nature of the space. This is the sort of thing you really don't get in any other RTS. They've recaptured the feel of the first couple of Homeworld games really well just with these kind of camera controls and this 3-dimensional space. I'm feeling so much nostalgia right now. Anyway, I literally am taking my time with this mission, just trying to gather as many resources as possible. I assume the resources transfer between maps as well. I'll be very sad if they don't. All right, one more control node to go, then we should be able to reactivate this gate. Oh, bomber production is available. It's a shame that I've used up all my strikecraft slots, huh? Well, we'll go ahead and research it just so I have the option. These are pretty good, though. Good against large ships, like the frigates. Oh, I can actually have up to 75 strikecraft now. Hey! Ooh, new upgrade available. Strikecraft hull integrity, boosting up their health by 25%. Yes, very good. And that was the last module. So the gate is unlocked, yes?
Wait, short jump hyperspace signature detected. I felt this waveform before. It's another raider carrier.
This is Pack Leader Baltrokas. I have demands of yours, Sage.
Who?
You. The one who fights for your quantum witch.
Enough riddles. If you want to negotiate, stand down.
No negotiations. Only truth.
Okay. I mean, that sounds cool and all. Anyway, welcome back to the party. This time I have bombers, so I think you're doomed.
Leave the God's Gate shut.
We are on a life or death mission to get...
Life. Where Hiigarans go, only death follows.
Neutralize the enemy raider carrier to ensure safe gate transit.
All right, here goes nothing. Fighters, go get them. Bombers, go get them. All right, bombs away. Oh, that's a good way to delete a frigate. Yes. Also, we can cloak. I don't know what these pirates are trying to accomplish, but they seem kind of resigned to some sort of a fate. You know, wherever the Hiigarans go, death follows. We'd rather all die and stop you. I don't know what that means, but okay.
All to take you. You will stop at nothing until consumed. A universe destroyed between wheels.
Yeah, see, they're talking about my Sajet, as if something real bad's gonna happen if we keep letting her pilot the ship.
My fathers await. My sons arise.
That takes care of their carrier, though. So whatever you were trying to warn me about, you can take that to your grave,
Raider
bud.
carrier down.
Okay, I guess we're ready to make a long jump now.
Fleet-wide comms open. Attention all personnel. You have each just received a mission briefing. Contained within are the most up-to-date details about this morning's hyperspace attacks. Nothing is redacted, because I want you to know what is at stake. We have been tasked with finishing Karen Sajet and the 5th Fleet's mission. Discover the source of the anomaly stop it once and for all. I know we were expecting a simple shakedown cruise. Many of you are feeling overwhelmed, doubting yourselves. But ask yourselves this, fleet. How does doubt stack up to Hiigaran training? Where does doubt hide in the most advanced mothership ever created by Hiigaran hands? And who would follow a course laid by doubt when we already have the finest navigator of our generation? I have no doubt. We will succeed. Intel out.
Do you truly believe that, Isaac?
Believe what?
What you just told the fleet.
Out there, in battle, doubt can kill you just as fast as hard vacuum. They need you to bury yours, so they can overcome theirs.
So, we lie to them?
Whatever it takes to complete the mission. We have orders.
The quantum tunnel is stable. Stand by for gate commitment on my mark. Damping fins to gate transit configuration. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that's a very good place to end this first video. Very inspiring speech. A great deal going on that we don't know about, and I'm curious what's going to end up happening in Homeworld 3. This is very exciting for me. I hope it is for you guys as well. Once again, a big thank you to Gearbox Publishing for sponsoring today's video and getting me the early access for the game, which again is coming out on May 13. So you guys can find a link in the description down below if you want to watch more. Good news is, though, I'm going to be creating several videos for this game. I don't know how long the campaign is going to be, but we will get through as much as we can in the time frame that I've been allotted. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notify bell to find my future content. And I will see you guys next time.